The moon moves into Libra today, highlighting indecision and bringing an energy of at least feeling like you can get a little bit of distance from big emotions right now. But there's also this huge potential of feeling like everything weighs in the balance, and either we are focused on all of the options and possibilities to the point that we have analysis paralysis, or we feel as though maybe we're pressured to make some sort of a decision. But at least when the moon is in an air sign like Libra, we have the opportunity to make logical sense of what we're feeling. Because Libra is an air sign, so that brings in a little bit of logic. And because Libra is actually the only zodiac sign represented by an inanimate object, that means not an animal, not a person, not a mythological creature, it's the scales. It's the only zodiac sign represented by a thing. So when the moon is in Libra, we almost are able to have a very objective view of our emotions, and we can kind of pick them apart and see, okay, this is this and this is this, and they either create balance or they create imbalance. While the sun is in Virgo, it is so easy to overanalyze. It is so easy to get lost in the details because we notice everything, and everything sticks out at us as something that needs urgent resolution. But we have to remind ourselves it is very rare that things really do need urgent resolution. Usually it's a matter of us putting a whole lot of pressure on ourselves. And so the antidote to all of this stress is keep it simple. Simplify things as much as you can. If you're having big feelings, instead of attaching this really big complicated story, keep it simple. It's about either I feel hurt, I feel neglected, I feel like bothered by somebody else, right? Just keep it simple in your analysis. Or if you're feeling like garbage, keep it simple in your approach. Instead of overcomplicating things, you can ask yourself, have I gotten enough rest, food, fresh water, sunlight? Do I feel safe? So yeah, ooh, we got some jumpers. Let's see. Oh, it's my favorite card. It's the Hermit. The Hermit is all about finding the light deep within. And it's represented as what we would see as kind of like a guru at the top of the mountain, but there's also a feeling of loneliness. So when we get the Hermit card, either doing a reading for ourselves or others, it represents isolation. And the question becomes, at what cost? Are we doing this to benefit ourselves? You know, sometimes we really need to get some space to be able to figure out what's going on, right? But sometimes this card comes up when we feel really alone. Maybe we feel really misunderstood. Maybe we're trying to shine a light and we're surrounded by darkness and we're feeling old and tired. So however this card represents kind of maybe what you're going through, I love the tarot because it gives us a visual representation of the energy. And any piece of art that evokes emotion is an incredible piece of art, no matter how simple it is. This is such a simple picture, and yet we can get such feeling, right? So somebody asked me once when I drop these cards, how come I tuck them behind? and often it's about, you know, on social media, people want like a really quick reading, but today a whole bunch jumped out. So for those who are still watching and still interested, let's see what we've got. Behind the Hermit, oh, interesting, we have the Seven of Wands. And in the Seven of Wands, we see somebody creating a boundary. And I love pointing out that they're wearing two different shoes. So why would we wear two different shoes? Because we felt rushed into something. And this really fits, you know, like, okay, so here the metaphor of feeling rushed into making a decision, that's exactly what I was talking about a minute ago with this like hurried energy, and the moon being in Libra, we're weighing out all of our options. But then the Seven of Wands, this is fire. This is some sort of spark, maybe anger, frustration, fear of missing out, or maybe we're like genuinely setting boundaries because we feel triggered. The water below represents emotions are involved, and the green grass and the upper ground represents that you have every right to set a boundary. Even if you can't logically explain it, set that boundary. If you feel pressured or rushed into making a decision because all these people or all this energy is coming at you, say, whoa now, no. I need time to think, right? So this is about pushing back and resistance, and 7 is a number of divinity. 6 of Swords, an improvement in mental health. Leave behind emotional turbulence, move towards clear, peaceful, calm energy, and the shore is up ahead. Keep doing what you're doing, even if it means walking away from situations. Queen of Cups represents mastery of the water element, emotions, paying attention to your emotions and treating them like they are sacred. And that is when you learn from yourself. Five of Wands is like five boys playing with sticks. There's conflict, there's energy, but we're stuck in a loop. And if you find yourself stuck in conflict all the time, try and get away from the people who create that conflict, right? But if the conflict is within yourself, consider what sort of expectations you put on yourself, what sort of commitments, what sort of things you've gotten yourself locked into. The devil represents feeling chained to something, and the spark is gone, the magic is gone. Oh, I might get censored for that one. Yeah, anyway, for those who are interested, a little bit of extra cards to contemplate, right? Sometimes we feel stuck in a loop. Sometimes we feel stuck in situations and pressured to make a decision. But if you take space by yourself, you're going to find the answer. And if being in somebody's company makes you feel really stressed out, like you just can't understand yourself or life or whatever, but when you're alone you feel good, then it's the person, not you. So whatever you can do, get some space. That's where you find the answers, and treat your emotions like they are sacred. Thanks for being here. I'm Erin. I'm Queen Bee Tarot. Come back every day for your daily tarot and astrology, and I will see you next time.